sharing this new team that we're going to take together of Books and Life, especially continuing on our identity reinvention. So, guys, please give me 1 minute, just 1 minute to ensure that we have everything because I have some great news for you guys. And I want all of us to enjoy the news. So today we're gonna talk about identity. So first of all, you can notice that I'm coming a little bit more late than usual, and it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I have some great news for us all, and let me just make sure that I don't have uh, a gap here. There are some beautiful things I want to share to you with you, and I can't wait. Just can't wait. And okay, uh, I hope you are doing great today. Identity reinvention. Thank you for those few days that were not around and we did not have a live stream. And the reason for that is in the announcement that I'm about to do in during our discussion. So today I wanted to address something that most people may not be aware of, which is about identity reinvention. First of all, oh, sorry, I didn't present myself. If you are new on this platform, my name is Marilyn, and I am I have a lot of background. I am a former TV host. I worked for television for and media companies for 8 years as in charge of TV hosting, programmation, and video and content creation for TV station. And on top of that, I have an experience of over a decade in media production, that is camera, photography, video editing, media, motion, graphic. And getting more and more passionate about helping, and I help young women to reinvent themselves in whatever area of life they would like to. So helping them to really draw the best out of the power of their voice and their presence. So today we talk about identity reinvention, and I wanted to put like a disclaimer notice because unfortunately we have been passed down this idea that before the good comes, before the excellence comes, before the genuine, we experience the genuine, we have to go through the struggle, the suffering, the fake, and then now we can experience the beauty, the excellence. We can experience uh, the most excellent, the better, the best. And it's a very, very low frequency vibe, low frequency vibration to think that, for example, you have to have been ill or suffer of some kind of uh, repetitive illness to be able to enjoy health, the health of your body. Thinking that you have to be, yes, hi Jennifer Kane, and thinking that welcome, and thinking that you have to be broke to be able to experience health in your finances, because health is not just physical. Health is in your mind, health is in your emotion, health is in your physical, health is in your finances, health is in your relationship. Health is really an overall thing. And to think that the fact that subconsciously it was passed down to us, and also via the system, that is the educational program, our environment, our cultures, that there is this need to always go through first the bad, the ugly, the suffering, the drama, the trauma, before we can genuinely enjoy that which is good, that which is excellent, that which is perfect. And that is like saying, I don't need identity reinvention because I'm good where I am right now, Maybelline. And that's great. That's really great. But I wanted to do the disclaimer notice to say identity reinvention is not that where I am financially or socially wise or physically wise was bad. It's bad. No. But it's that where I am so far is good. I'm good. In fact, for many people, my life is a dream life. But I'm saying where I'm going in the next 7 years. And I see that this version of myself right here, right now, can't get the result that that woman will have to get. The version of me right here, right now, get can't be that woman that will have those results, that will have that marriage, that will have that family, that will have that finances. She's not grown enough, she's not expanded enough, she's not enlarged enough. The version today is not enlarged enough to be that woman. So I need to prepare now and to understand right now that for me to be that woman, I have to clear something. I have to be more defined, more clarity about what are my core values, about what are my core beliefs and personal values. I have to dig again into my erroneous belief, or what most of people call limiting beliefs. What are they? And go deep again, deep. What do I really believe about the transcendent power? What I believe about God? What do I believe about myself? What is my worldview? And what do I believe about the arrangement of things, the cosmos? And really extract the lies that were passed down through my lineage, to really extract the lies that were passed down through my education, my environment, my experiences, and get to the truth. Because, sorry guys, because that woman that I'm seeing being in 7 years from now, she can't be held back by the beliefs that are the erroneous beliefs that are still mine today. So there is a need for expansion, there's a need for growth, there's a need for enlargement for me to be that woman. And if I refuse to myself to do what it takes to prepare myself to be that woman, in 7 years to come, I will be irrelevant. I'll be irrelevant to myself. I'll be irrelevant to my community. I'll be irrelevant to the world, to my family. I'll be irrelevant, because this is the time to make the shift. This is the time to sit down and journal and figure out, what is that woman of my next phase looking like? How does she look physically? What's the state of her health? Her family? How is her marriage? What's the relationship with her husband? What's the relationship with her parents? How much does she earn? What is her deep belief about humanity? What is her worldview? What does she intrinsically believe about herself, about life, about God? And sit down and draw the clear image and portrait of that woman, and look at the woman today, and look at that woman and say, okay, what are the few steps, or let me rephrase it, what are the small steps that I can take now and today to be that woman fully, to bring her to manifestation? Because the fact that she's already in my desires, the fact that she's already in my mind like a picture, means she's already existing in one of those realms. But it's my duty to make sure that I bring her out of that other realm, to bring her into this dimension. So what are the small steps that I can take every day to make sure that that woman shows up fully? That's what we talk about when we talk about identity reinvention. It's not about you don't have the same way. And it's so funny, because this is one of the things that led us to actually create this channel, Books and Life. The aim of Books and Life, and you can see it if you go through our videos, and there's a lot of them. We've been in this space for 5 years. One of the things that motivated the creation of Books and Life is that we realized that there's a lot of things that we go through just because we did not know better. Whether it's relationship-wise, financially-wise, health-wise, socially, there's a lot of suffering, even through what we went through or we go through, that was non-necessary. And we went through those things only because we didn't know better. Only because we did not have someone who knew better and told us, you know what, in your journey, there's going to be this and there's going to be that ahead of time in such a way that when those things showed up, we were able to recognize them and to dodge the bullet. And so I've already counted this story. After I had my own experience, I said, no, life cannot be about you repeating the cycle that another man has already gone through. And he has not only gone through that, he extracted the lesson from that experience. He did not only extracted the lesson from that experience, he wrote them down and passed them down to other generations to enjoy from his experience and his lesson without going through the suffering that he went through, without going through the trauma that he went through. There is no necessity for me to go through a trauma and a suffering that somebody else has already gone through and has been kind and generous enough to share that experience, to extract the lessons, and gave me the cheat code to just, so that when I get to that turning point, I just jump over the hole. I don't get trapped. I jump over the hole, and I have gained 5 years. I've gained 10 years. I've gained 2 years. I've gained 1 year. And so that's how the commitment and the engineering of Books and Life started. It was to tell to people, hey, you are not obliged to go through 100 breakups. You are not obliged to kiss all the manners, the colors, the types of frog before attracting your prince. You are not obliged to go through such struggling and being broke and being traumatized by lack, scarcity, and poverty before you walk in money, riches, and wealth. You are not obliged to have your body beaten up and be shattered by sickness and illness constantly before you walk in wholeness of the health. No, you are not obliged. If you have the right people in your life, and those right people, if you can't have them physically, guess what? There are people who wrote books. You can get in contact with them. You can get in connection with their souls through the writings that they put down, and when they share their experiences and they give you the cheat code, they give us the cheat code to jump over the hole that we want to trap us at a certain moment of our life, so that we don't have to go through what they went through and the time that we'll have spent to suffer and to figure out how to find solution. They collapse time and space for us so that we gain the lesson. We gain without the trauma, the drama, the suffering, and the pain, and all that goes with it. So identity reinvention is part of life. We are supposed to reinvent ourselves. We are supposed to in each phase to reinvent ourselves, because the woman that you are today maybe is still relevant to you. Will she still be relevant in 7 years? Will she still be relevant in 2035? Will she be relevant in 2050? Sorry, guys. Will she still, just 1 minute. Will she still be relevant in 2064? If you are honest with yourself, you already know that no. Unless you are already preparing yourself to the shift, to reinvent yourself, so that when 2033 shows up, you are that woman that can hold more. That can hold more spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, socially. That can hold more. That when comes 2050, you are that one that can hold more. That can hold more, and so forth and so on. So, because by the way, that's the beauty of life. That's why we are here. We are here to enjoy life. And the enjoyment of life goes with the acceptance that life is about growth and growth is about life. We are here to grow. We are here to enlarge. We are also here to subdue. That's true. But subdue in the term of bringing the creation to function as it has always been intended to. Creation suffers a lot. Creation is groaning. Creation is in a lot of pain. Sometimes we see the earthquakes, we see the floods, and a lot of people think it's like they think that there's that subconscious belief in many people that it's like creation enjoys to see man suffer. enjoys to see man cry. But actually the floods and all the natural catastrophes and the hurricanes and the and the everything that is not supposed to happen but happens is a cry from creation to tell us, put yourself together, guys. Put yourself together and fix things. Fix things. Because creation is for us. Look at this beautiful planet. The planet Earth has kept us for so long. The creation has no interest into seeing the human race die. But we have to realize that we have been given a superpower that creation doesn't have, which is number one, the power of our choice, and number two, the power of our words. There's a lot of stuff that we say and we curse creation without even realizing it. And that brings out, let me, now. Today, yes, we've launched our first course, the Reinvented Woman Blueprint. So we're talking about identity reinvention, the Reinvented Woman Blueprint. If you want to dive more into this journey of reinventing yourself and becoming that woman that 7 years from now, 5 years from now will still be relevant to her world, to her jurisdiction, to her family, to her community, to her own life, feeling relevant to her own life, you want to dive more with this course, the link is in the description box. Let me put the link for you guys. I'm so happy. Launching our first course is just so I'm just so happy. Just give me 5 minutes, like less than 5 minutes actually, to put the link in the description box for you guys to have access to it. Let me see, where are we? Okay, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. So and of course you'll also be able to see it in later on in the description box. So today we have launched our first course, the Reinvented Woman Blueprint, and we are just so excited to share that with you guys. And I'm telling you, that course will help you. And what can I say? I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy for the privilege. Yeah, the privilege of launching that course. It has been, I'll not say hectic, but it was a good experience. It was a good adventure to release that course. And probably you have another part because there was so much to say at the same time. We did not want to overload you guys. So there's gonna be other following certainly shortly, and we are just so happy to share that with you. So identity reinvention is part of life, the same way that the season follow up themselves and one after the other they are part of. There's that natural flow, if you can say, and the winter and then spring and then summer and then autumn and then winter and then that cycle, that natural cycle of life. The same way there are phases in life, and you are born when you're a baby, and then you're a toddler, and then you're a child, and then you're a preteen and teenager, and then you're a young adult, and then you're an adult, so forth and so on. So the same way, identity reinvention is something that is supposed to be part of our life, but most of the time people find themselves reinventing themselves by default, due to circumstances, due to unforeseen circumstances, due to contradictions, due to always an external force. When things did not go as planned, and they find themselves now having to reinvent themselves. But scarcely people really are deliberate about reinventing themselves. Scarcely people are really okay, I'm sensing a new phase of my life is coming up. I'm sensing it is coming, is really close. The woman that will be able to hold that space and to hold that new phase of life and vocation and calling in which I'm entering, that woman needs to be the upgraded version of this woman here and now, and sit down and really visualize and really set clarity and intention about who that woman is and what will her life look like, what is her body language, how is her environment, like everything about her being so clear for us. A lot of us, we just go with the flow, or we do that work half. We do that work half, so we don't really see the fullness of the result that this type of diving into ourselves, this type of introspection can bring to us. So it is really, really something important. What was the main thing? Identity reinvention is for those women that know that, or have come to the understanding. They have come to the understanding that growth is part of life, and it's better for you to be deliberate in the choice of growing than to allow circumstances to come and make you grow, sort of. So it's for those women that have decided that growth is part of life, and they are proactive about that. They do not wait for circumstances or contradiction or anything external, anything or anyone external to come and tell them that it's time now to grow. But they are intentional about it. They are proactive about it. They invest in themselves about it, because they know that ultimately the greatest asset upon this earth is human being. The greatest asset in your life is you. Before the degrees and the character and the knowledge or whatsoever, the greatest asset you have is you. So investing in yourself in view of the future, in view of where you are to be or where you want to be, is never a wasted time. As someone said, preparation time is never a wasted time. Never, ever, ever. So that's what I had for you guys. The link is in the description box. The course is called the Reinvented. Oh, allow me to write it. Okay. The Reinvented Woman Blueprint. The Reinvented Woman Blueprint is available since today, and you can get it from all around the world. We are really grateful for you guys that have been faithful and sticking with us for these years and subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for trusting us, and thank you so much that you sticked around. You sticked around, and thank you for watching and encouraging our work here on Books and Life. And we just feel that putting out today our first course was just the natural consequences of the pouring out of all those years on this platform, particularly on YouTube, of Books and Life. And we've done all sorts of books on this channel, but we feel like that we're finding and bringing more clarity into the essence of Books and Life, which is helping women reinventing themselves to become the best version of themselves for their communities, for their family, for this world, that we may live it better than the way we found it. So it's on this note that I'm leaving you guys. See you tomorrow for another live stream. Bye-bye.